What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Sedona Mountain Bike Festival as seen through my eyes. I'm so excited to show you what this is all about. This is my favorite week of the year. It's my local hometown, and we have the greatest mountain bike fest on the planet here. And it's just a giant party in the mountains, and everybody's here. We're gonna have some group rides, and then we're gonna go through some of my favorite tents, and I'll highlight some of my favorite product that I've seen here for those of you that weren't able to make it. All right, let's go. A lot of you guys have been asking about the Crank Brothers synthesis wheels. I'm here with Sebastian to explain them.
How you doing out there? So here at Sedona, beautiful weather, beautiful trails. We basically have our synthesis tune wheel system. Essentially is designing a wheel system with different ideas and thoughts amongst the front and rear wheel. So they're doing two different jobs, and we feel like they should be built differently to optimize performance front and rear. So with the front wheel, more compliant front, less spoke counts, less tension, thinner gauge spokes. That gives you improved handling, maximizes grip, controls and turns. And it's kind of the recipe for that. And on the rear wheel, basically the rear wheel matrix is higher spoke count, higher tension, and then also narrower rim width to take up on a tougher rim. And with that, you get support peak loads, enhanced stability, and better tracking. So basically a durable wheel for the rear to take the heavy loads, heavy hitting that you see on hardtails all the time. And of course, a more compliant front to finding more traction and give less feedback to the rider and more traction. So we offer two versions, carbon here with the Industry 9 Hydra hubs, and then our high-end aluminum here with the 1-to-1 Industry 9 hubs.
Which one rides softer between the carbon and the aluminum?
Honestly, I think aluminum has a little more dampening and rough stuff. Carbon gives you a little more spring and pop. So depending on what ride quality you want, kind of gear it that way.
What's the inner width on the rear and the front?
So these are our Enduros. On our Enduros, the inner width on the rear is 29.5 and on the front 31.5, which is optimized for 2.3 to 2.6. And then our XCTs, which stands for cross country trail, inner width is 26.5 in the front and 24.5 in the rear. So optimized from 2.0 to 2.3.
Rad.
Yeah.
I'm here with Chad from Fiveten, and he's a technical nerd like me, and he'll be able to explain exactly what's going on in these models.
These are the trail cross for men. We have our low top, the XT mid top, the Protect model that we've had out for 18 months since the last Sedona Fest, and the Gore-Tex new model for fall winter. First of all of them have the stealth rubber sole on the bottom, and this is the same depth of traction as our original Impact. So the death grip right there, which is where you get a lot of traction out of the depth of those lugs, and actually wears for a little bit longer as well. In the low top version here, they do really well in expelling water. So if you walk through a creek and jump right back on your bike, you won't have any of that sloshy feel from like one of our traditional skate type shoes where there's a lot of foam built into it. These are made out of more sustainable materials and really manufactured so that we have one sheet of the mesh over your upper here, and that's made to expel water. You have open ports on the EVA, also made to expel water. And then the inside, under the footbed, is a plastic footboard, so nothing cardboard in there that can crack or break. And then there's holes in the bottom of that, water drains out of these, holes in the footbed. We put these in our adventure category. So someone going out on a long ride, an epic ride, you really can kind of choose whichever model you want. If it's super rainy, Pacific Northwest, definitely going to want the Gore-Tex version. So it's the Gore-Tex sheet, and it's a different size of Gore-Tex for every model. And it's from the stitching all the way through. You can stand in an icy puddle of water here all day long, and water will not get through the shoe. So these are closed ports. You have a nice little additional Velcro tab. So that can keep the cuff really tight against your shin, and less water will drip down into the top of the shoe there. So that's really the only port in the shoe is where you get your foot in. Trailcross XT still has that sock-like fit of the other three models, so the Protect, the Gore-Tex, and the XT. So really, really comfortable instep. You slip that on, it's like a glove. It keeps your foot and ankle nice and compact and won't move around. So it keeps your toes from hitting up against the front of the shoe too, because it keeps your ankle right back where it's supposed to be. Another thing about having the sock-like fit on the upper is that you won't get a lot of pebbles inside the shoe and underneath, under your sock, and have to dump your shoe out all the time.
Transitions here, and they've been partying in the woods way longer than this channel's existed. Look at this amazing clunker. These were so cool when they were available. I don't blame you for not bringing them back, but they're awesome. They are so cool.
I hope we see them again.
I do too. We're here in the MRP booth. They run my favorite bash guard. They also make an adapter to run a bash guard on your threaded bottom bracket if it doesn't have ISCG tabs. All sorts of bash guard and chain guide options. They also make the Ribbon SL, the Baxter, the Bartlett forks in Colorado. And they've got a new feature where they're Cerakoting the lowers and the crowns. It's $100 to get your lowers Cerakoted. So if you want a unique look to your bike and you really want to stand out, that is an awesome option. And you can get a matching or mismatching crown Cerakoted as well for another $50. So $150 for both. I love color. I think black forks are boring, and I'm stoked to see them doing this. Here's Noah's personal bike with the Cerakoted gray lowers and the turquoise uppers. That is so cool. So that'd be $150 to get yours color-coded like that. Okay, we found the sexiest hardtail at the festival. This is owned by James, a local mechanic at Thunder Mountain Bikes. Look at this Boone cog, E-Wings cranks, absolute black, YS7. Oh man, I9 tie bars from Y, Hope brakes, Wolf tooth dropper. Dude, oh, perfect timing. Good to see you, James.
You, man.
Beautiful bike.
Yeah, thanks.
We're at the Sedona Mountain Bike Academy booth. A lot of you guys vacation here in Sedona and ask me, I want a trail guide. I don't guide trails, but these wonderful ladies do, and they hold clinics and one-on-one coaching, and they are shredders. They leave me in the dust every single time we ride together, and there's nothing better than getting beat by a woman on every single trail, but these guys do it smiling.
Very generous. Only on my best days.
They are amazing shredders, but they're even better coaches. They are so upbeat, so positive. So if you need a guide to Sedona, or you want to make sure you hit the best trails when you're here, or even better, if you want a clinic and some coaching so that you can ride these trails to their fullest, definitely reach out to these guys. We're here at Goop Industries. This is a CO2 and 4 ounces of sealant in one. It's a pressurized canister. They've got a trigger mount here for the tube. It's available in Schrader or Presta, and this is Presta only. And what you do is you stick your valve at 12 o'clock when you get a flat. You just shake this up, shove it on, it shoots sealant in, and it reseats your bead if it popped off. It's all in one unit. It's a great thing to strap to your bike in a race. I think I'd probably recommend this one for racers and people who are a little more tech savvy and can figure out how this little spring-loaded top works. This is a little more self-explanatory with the trigger and the hose. Both of them work just fine. Same exact product, just a different dispenser method. Anyway, these are rad. I think it really simplifies tubeless tires and repairs for a lot of people who may not be tech savvy and who may not have worked in a shop. So if you've got friends who are not prepared and you want them to be prepared, get them one of these. Guys, I just ran into Danny the Destroyer and his sick specialized fuse. Look at this thing. Danny, where do you live?
Phoenix.
Right on. We're going to have to do a ride together soon.
Most definitely, man. Most definitely.
There's a party in the mountains.
Always.
Thanks, man. That is a whisk.
Yeah.
We are at the Tailwind ride with Hardtail Party. We're stoked to hit the trail. We got an awesome group of 18 people on our ride. Woo! Yeah. Good times. What a great group. Woo! Yeah.
Hardtail Party!
Woo! Awesome.
It's kind of unimpressive.
Another Banshee. Common Sol, beautiful. Sergeant.
Yep.
Podsol. Yeah. We got our first challenge. Yes, that's a good one. Yep, almost, not bad. Here it is. There's probably 5 or 6 spots like this we'll session today, and then the rest will be trail riding. Ooh, not bad. Good speed, good speed. Yep, yep. Ooh, not bad, not bad. Yes, that was so close. All right, Cody. Woo-wee, got it. Take that, pedal.
Not expecting it.
It's awesome. A lot of these guys are patrons. So fun to finally meet them. Awesome. These guys are great riders. That's sweet. Nice riding, everybody. Howdy.
Yeah, I'm not sure the comparison between them.
You guys are awesome. This is super fun. Yeah, nicely done. Yeah, beautiful. There it is.
Yeah.
So good. We have the coolest group of people on the mountain, no doubt. A lot of rad hardtails here, even radder people. Nice. You guys are awesome, seriously. This is great. We're here in the Thompson booth. I'm here with Ben, and he's going to show us their brand new titanium hardtail, the Hooch.
Yes, this is the Hooch. We wanted to do like a playful hardtail that's based on 150 mils travel. Gives it a 66.5 head tube angle. It's all titanium 325 tie. The frames ship as a module, so you buy the frame set. You actually get our dropper post, our stem bar. It's an alloy bar, not this tie one. Headset spacers, and seat post clamp, all for $32.95 retail. We actually do a tie gravel frame as well. The gravel frame is same type of situation. Ships frame fork, headset, bar, stem, seat post, all for $32.95 as well.
So Thompson's been making stuff in the US for a very long time. I'll do my very best to get one of these in for review so you guys can see what it rides like. I remember my first Thompson seat post that I bought back in the 90s and how thrilled I was to have it. And I'm excited to not only see this bike, but to try their bars and stem and dropper. I haven't tried their droppers yet before, so that's exciting for me. I love the boutique, really beautifully built stuff, and Thompson is high on that list. So stay tuned because we're gonna see a lot more from Thompson on this channel soon. And even though it's not a hardtail, anytime you see a Monet in the wild, you have to photograph it. These are beautiful. Look at that brazed frame. So Thompson's just showing off now. Not only do they have a Monet, they have an Oddity as well, and their own titanium frame. Wide Industries cranks, single speed. Most of you haven't heard of Oddity or Monet. They're small boutique builders, and they are not afraid to challenge the status quo, and their work is legendary. It's fun to see them in person. Kuat's here with their Kashima coated bike rack. You just push on it, it ratchets, and you're done. Pretty slick. I dig that. We're here in the Handup booth. You guys know Handup. They're the gloves that I wear exclusively on the channel. Out of Chattanooga, Tennessee. They've got super fun patterns. I also want to call out some attention to their jerseys and their pants especially. So they sent me some of these AT Plus pants to try out and some of their shorts. I absolutely love them. They are fantastic pants. They fit a little bit snugger than some of my others, which I like. That means my pants aren't getting caught on my dropper. They're not getting caught on my seat as I'm moving around. I also like their jorts. We had the jorts on for the 80s clunker ride, and they are super comfy. Handup's not afraid to party and have fun and get a little bit wild, and Handup makes some really cool stuff. There's an AT short and an AT Plus. The AT short's a little bit cheaper. The AT Plus is a little bit more durable. I really like both, but the AT Plus stays looking newer longer. I'm a huge fan of those shorts. I've got a discount code in the description below, so make sure you check that out. If you ride your bike to the venue, we've got these wonderful volunteers here who will valet it for you. They'll park your bike, you get a little claim ticket, park it, go do your thing, and come on back, and they give you your bike back. Thanks for all you guys do. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Celebrity sighting, everybody. We'll see if you recognize who it is by their bike. Who else has a Ripmo with E-Wings? He's incognito in semi-disguise. I'm here with Tom from Outbound Lighting, and I've been really excited to check these out in person. Once a week, my buddies and I go on a night ride for about 3 hours in Sedona. We love our night rides, and it's sacred time for us, and it opens up a whole new way to ride. And I've been really hearing a lot of great things about these, and I'm so excited to see them in person. This is the Hangover Light, named after our iconic Hangover trail, I hope.
Oh, yeah.
And it is way smaller than I thought. It's small enough that I'd be tempted to get a couple of these because my buddies always forget to bring their lights or they forget to charge them, and I always have a couple extras. So this is the Evo. It is self-contained. It's a bar mount light. Thank you. So all the batteries are in there. There's no cables. There's no wires going anywhere. It's chargeable with the USB-C, which is rad. It comes with this mount. It's meant for 35 mil bars like most of us have, but it also has a spacer for 31.8. So Outbound has two specific mountain biking lights, the Evo and the Hangover, because your lights do different things when they're mounted different places. So the Evo is designed for bars specifically. It's got a wide flood pattern. Handlebar lights do a really good job showing shadows and contrast so you can see the rocks that are coming so you know what's going on. If you've ever just ridden with a helmet light, you understand that it makes the whole trail look flat. You can't see any of the bumps because the shadows are in line with your eyes. So this is meant for putting the shadows on the ground, but the downside to handlebar mounts is when you turn, your light turns. However, this has been designed with a wider flood pattern. So when you do turn your bars, it floods wider than you're used to seeing, so you don't completely have a dark spot on the trail. But that's where the helmet light comes in. Your head is looking at the exit of the trail, and the purpose of this is to shine that farther beam and focus it where you're going so you can see places that the flood pattern doesn't go. So they're meant to be used as a combo, and I am actually a huge proponent of having a headlight and a handlebar light. I know it's more money, but when you're able to ride into the night, it completely doubles the amount of riding time you're able to get. I've had a corporate job before where my only rides were night rides because of work, and the sun was down when I wanted to party, and having proper equipment completely changes the game. I've never tried these. I'm excited to give them a test, but I'm super impressed with Tom's technical nerdery, and we love that. We love people that are technical, that put way too much thought into everything to make every aspect over-engineered.
Engineers first. Yeah, we ride bikes, but we want to make it clear that we know how to actually design the product itself, and then we go out and ride and test it.
And he likes hardtails, so how could we not support him? So, price on these is $125 for the Hangover, $245 for the Evo. And once again, this is a self-contained light, no cables. It charges with the USB-C, both of them. Man, that is super light. And so this one comes with a GoPro mount.
Comes with a standard GoPro mount, and
genius.
This fits 85% of helmets on the market, but because there are zero standards on helmet lights, there's nothing truly universal. So we actually 3D print a bunch of different shaped mounts for different size helmets. So that's for Fox Pro Frame, where it comes to a point in the center, so you can't sit something flat on it. This straddles that point. And a lot of helmets have vent gaps down the center, and so there's no good place to put it. So we make this that straddles that gap and attaches on both sides, so it's nice and secure. and it's flat and it's centered. So if you have a weird shaped helmet and the stock mount doesn't work, you just tell us and we give you the right mount for it.
These are made in America, essentially.
Yep. We
Okay.
get some parts from China.
Right.
But all of the electronics are done in Gilbert, Arizona, and all the assembly of the lights is done in Chicago.
Awesome.
We got 3 people at the company, and I'm over in Washington. But we're kind of doing a bit of everything. We're trying to keep it as much in America as possible, and we're always looking for more vendors to kind of pull more of that production here.
So it's easy to see sexy websites like theirs and think it's this team of 200 people, and there's a whole shipping department whose job is just to pack and ship. Running a small business, especially in the cycling industry, is not easy, and it's exhausting. So I know you guys are going to have questions about this light. Feel free to drop them an email, but don't blow up their email. Don't send them 9 emails in one day. Take it easy. It's the same guys are engineering, sometimes soldering, sometimes shipping, sometimes answering your email. And I love supporting small companies that see a need to make things better. And from what I've seen, they have thought about details about your lights that most of us will never even cross our mind. And they've thought about it for hours and hours and hours and rethought how to improve it.
And really, if you want to drop us a line about anything, if you ever have any issues, our warranty policy is basically a don't be a jerk policy. If you're not a jerk to us, we'll just take care of you. 5 years from now, if your battery's not holding a charge, we'll just swap it out. We're not going to charge you a $90 service fee and make you wait a month. If you crash and you break your mount, we'll just send you a new one. And we're a small business, so every email comes to me. So when I'm not doing the electronics design or handling any warranties or custom orders or manning the booth at events, I'm responding to emails, probably in the van early in the morning before the event. So I will always respond as quickly as I can, and usually in excruciating detail, whether you want it or not. We want to make sure that the customer is supported as well as possible, because we feel like if you're happy, then we get more business out of the end of it. Everybody wins. It could be stupid not to do that, right?
Yet so few people do. So thank you, Tom. Super stoked to have these on the channel. I'll be featuring these soon. I think James has a little bit of competition for sexiest hardtail. This is the Outbound Lighting personal rig. Pretty rad to see.
Oh yeah.
You guys remember how much I love the Spot Rocker? This is the father of my carbon Spot Rocker, the steel Reynolds 853 Spot Rocker. No longer available, but I know a lot of you guys have a soft spot in your heart for these, so I thought I'd show it to you. Gates carbon drive, pretty rad. Hey, look, more celebrity spiding.
Hi, I'm Brian from the channel BKXC.
This is Paul the punter. You guys should all know
accent.
that. We're here at the Galfer tent, and they make brake rotors and brake pads to improve your existing braking experience. What different colors are available on this?
That's actually a prototype. We don't have that finalized yet. It's going to be late next year before those are available, but we'll have 5-6 button color options and likely have a couple of different center color options too, so you can bling out your bike and get the performance as well.
We know you guys like to bling your bikes out. So yeah, check them out. They've got rotors, they've got special brake pads depending on how you're gonna use them. A lot of people don't think too much about their pads or their rotors. 246 mil rotor. Let's put this into perspective.
Yeah, it's
massive.
more of a concept rotor for the e-bike market, for those really gnarly guys that like to punish their e-bikes downhill.
Yeah.
I think that'll hold up to their punishment.
That's awesome, guys. You guys know I like sexy cranks, and I like things made in America, and I like family-owned business, and I like small businesses that are really working hard to change this industry, and Boone is one of those. Check out these made in America billet aluminum cranks. What crank lengths do you have available?
We do 165, 170, 175s right now.
Awesome. Their cranks have an interchangeable interface. So here you can see they've got a race face interface, they've got Hope, they've got hologram, they've got SRAM, and you just put the appropriate adapter on, and now you can run that chain ring for there. So you don't have to buy a new chain ring to run it with your cranks.
Yeah, there's so many standards these days that it makes more sense if the cranks can be interoperable with the different standards. So you just have one pair of cranks, and then you can work with all your favorite chain rings. So And then we're also going to be working on making a version of these same cranks out of titanium instead of aluminum. And they're going to be hollow, so they're going to be extremely light, very stiff. So we're working on that. Hopefully we can get that done, at some point next year. That's the goal. We'll see. But yeah, I think that would change the whole industry if we could do that.
What do you guys think? You want to see those on the channel? Want to see them reviewed? No! I do. That would be awesome. Okay, before we go, I need to show you some other cool things that they're doing. 2 things. 1, they have rad single-speed titanium cogs. 2, this one is very special. Can you tell why? Post in the comments below. Okay, I'm just going to tell you. This is a micro spline single speed cog. Nobody's made these yet to my knowledge. We knew they would come someday, but you want to hit up Boone. I've got a link to them in the description below. If you have a micro spline wheel set and you don't feel like paying $100 to swap out the driver, check these out. You can pop these right on with some spacers onto your micro spline drive and run single speed on your existing wheels. Pretty rad. Thanks, you guys. Made in Georgia?
Absolutely, made in Georgia.
Awesome.
Hi, I'm Nick, owner of Rogue Panda, and this is our handlebar harness. I think we're going to call it the Canelo after the Canelo Hills. And we've been working on it for pretty extensively for about half a year now, pretty much all fall. It's got a carbon fiber bar and these rubber spacers. So it has a lot of stability and there's just enough space away from your handlebars to run your cables through. And one unique feature is this head tube protector here. It's basically like a kind of like a bushing that straps onto your frame, and when you turn your handlebars, the bag just glides on the plastic, so you don't rub your frame at all. And that should be out in the next maybe 2 to 3 months, something like that. Yeah, if you want to hear updates and know when it comes out and we have it for sale, just follow us on Instagram. We're at Rogue Panda Designs.
Y Cycles is here. They make beautiful titanium frames. This is the brand new El Jefe. Never seen one of these in person. I'm pretty excited. Jefe is famous in Colorado for his incredible single-speed ultra rides. Beautiful bike. We're here in the Thunder Mountain Bikes booth. Best bike shop in Sedona. If you guys ever come to Sedona, which you should, and you need to rent a bike or fix your bike or buy stuff for your bike, check out Thunder Mountain. These guys are awesome. Thanks for all you do.
We love Hardtail Party.
Woo! We're here at the Club Ride Tent. We're leading a group ride here in a little bit. I'm really excited to meet a whole bunch of my viewers here and take them out on some of my favorite trails. Club Ride's got some cool stuff this year. Check out these new colors. I love it. I got a 20% discount code for all Club Ride apparel. It's in the link in the description below. Make sure to check that out. That supports the channel and gives you a discount. Club Ride's awesome. They make my favorite mountain biking apparel, and it looks great off the bike as well. We're here at Party Shirt International.
Chicken and cheese, baby. Let's get crazy. We got the Beastie Boys on the box, selling shirts, drinking TKs.
You guys know how much I love their shirts. I wear them all the time. This is Hardtail Party. What's up, you guys?
You're gonna come by. I've been looking around for you.
How you doing?
I think that's Hardtail. Good, dude. I'm so glad to meet you in person. Hell
These guys know how to party.
We have a good time. We like to ride. We like to rage. We like to hang out with the good people. So we're here in Sedona, loving life.
Right on. Super rad shirts. Check them out. I got a link in the description below. Biking's too serious, and we need to chill out and have a little more fun. These guys remind us of that.
It's all about having fun, man.
Woo!
Party on.
So nice to meet
So
you.
good to meet you as well.
We're here at the Esker tent. They've been loaning out Jaffies all day so people could get to try them. Yesterday, someone on my ride said, this Jaffe is amazing. It's just like your review said. It's a really cool bike. Super stoked for what you guys are doing. We're here at the Club Ride for Hardtail Party and Dusty Betty. All right, let's go. We'll see. Woo! Yeah, nicely done. Beautiful.
Okay,
all right, we got a little climbing challenge over here.
What's the line?
Woo! Whew, that's tough. Right there, I think, is the line. We're here at Devil's Kitchen Sinkhole. Big old hole in the ground. It was interesting, several hundred layers down, the limestone collapsed, and then everything on top of it fell with that. Pretty crazy. Yeah.
Is that the other group?
Nice job, you guys. Look ahead, don't stare at your tire, look ahead. Yeah, on the chameleon. Yes! Nice job, boys. Woo! Yeah!
We're gonna wait for the others, right?
Yeah, we're just gonna wait. So smooth. You got it. Charge it. This one you got to charge in like 3 down from your granny. Charge it. Go, go, go. Yep. You got it. No problem. Yeah. Yep. Right up it. Yeah. 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 Oh, that was beautiful. Oh, yeah. That was textbook. Oh, man, I got lucky so good. That was all skill, no luck. Yeah, Dusty Betty. Oh, the pressure's on. Can she clean it? Oh, she's got this all day long. Go. Yeah. Woo. Yeah, team. Nice work. Super sharp left turn. Yeah, just creep in it. That's it. That's it. Yep, there it is. Power. Come on. You got it. You got it. Oh, if you'd been on a hardtail. Yeah. Yeah, guys. Textbook. Oh, snap with the hop. This is a steep left turn. Super left. Yep. Yep, it's a huge U-turn. Lots of front brake. Yeah, all day long. Skills. And we got the Club Ride cameraman crew behind the scenes footage. Yeah, what a ride.
That was awesome.
Woo!
Yo, buddy. We rolling?
We're rolling. We're here in the Club Ride booth with Rob, aka Old Shovel.
Oh, hey, Steve.
I don't want, can I reveal it?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, show it.
Look at what he painted. This Cannondale Super V. Freaking Bob Ross over here. That is gorgeous. This was my dream bike in 1999. We're here at the Celilo booth, and Celilo's making some really unique wooden hardtails. We had one of these on the group ride, and it was absolutely beautiful. Now, if you want the absolute cheapest bike that's a cookie cutter like everyone else has, this is not for you. But this is a really interesting bike that they've designed, and it's really unique. Everyone is completely individual. These frames are coming in around 6 pounds for mountain bikes, and that is about where the steel frames are ending up these days, so that is really impressive. I haven't ridden one of these yet, but I bet wood rides really different than anything I've ever ridden. And it's not just wood. Let me show you one of the molds on how the cross-section of what it looks like inside. Here you can see the construction. It's kind of put together like puzzle pieces. Really cool. And they use sustainable wood. All of the wood grew and died naturally. And then check out the other side. This is not some simple 2 shells of wood glued together. Look at that. We've got resin and foam and reinforced carbon in there. Really unique construction. I've never seen anything like this. It's really easy to criticize people that do things differently, that think outside the box and challenge the status quo. A lot of you, your gut reaction is going to be to not like this. Not because it's bad, but because it's different. And I applaud people thinking differently. That's what makes the world a better place. I am really excited about these. I hope to be able to demo one of these in the future and let you know what wood feels like. If it feels more like carbon or if it feels more like steel or tie or aluminum. They look absolutely beautiful. And the fact that they could get them down to 6 pounds is truly remarkable. These are handmade in Corvallis, Oregon. I love handmade products. I love stuff from people who chase their dreams and aren't afraid to try new things. And this is really, really unique. We're here at the Nice Bike Protection booth. I don't know about you, but my worst scratches come from transporting and when things rub together on the rack or when you store them. Nice Bike Protection offers neoprene protection for your bike. Up here we've got the pedal cozies. There you can see I'm already clanking pedals and that scratches cranks and frames. And when you put these pedal cozies on, you get a super thick neoprene protection from it. Reinforced stitching, made in America. This is a Colorado company. Really awesome what they're doing here. And I'm a little biased because these guys are family and I really want to see them succeed. So if you need to protect your bike, in storage, in transit, check this stuff out. They also have these wraps in 2 different sizes and they're stretchy. And they're also super thick neoprene, super soft right here. So you can put them on stanchions, you can put them on droppers, you can put them anywhere things are rubbing. So you just want to cinch that sucker down, boom, it's ready to go. You could also wrap it over your handlebars. So if your bars are digging into your buddy's frame right there, problem solved on your shuttle. You can use these as tailgate pads. You can put them wherever anything is rubbing. Now this is a product that is not out yet. This is in development, but this is a whole handlebar cover. So it will completely save your bar and save your buddy's bars as well. So I'm a huge fan. I've been using these for years. My bikes are scratched up because I'm not very careful with them, but I like knowing I'm not scratching my buddy's bike next to me. So if you've got one of those buddies that's always scratching your bike, or your bike rack's just weird, or use a tailgate pad, definitely look into these. They're a great way to keep your expensive bike looking great, and they last super long. They've gone out of their way to use premium materials on these. Mine show no sign of use still after all these years. So this is Nice Bike Protection, and I have a discount code, and I'll post that in the link in the description as well. Well, that's a wrap on the greatest mountain bike festival in the world. I love it when this festival comes to town. Super fun having it in my hometown. Super fun seeing all my friends, reconvene, getting to ride with a lot of them. You guys are awesome. Thanks for coming to party with us. There's a party in the mountains. You were invited. I hope you made it here. If not, I will see you in the spring.